Yeah, welcome back to Mark's Railway Trails, and where we are today, we've just left the Carmel Dam. But that's not what we're going to see today. We're picking up this trail really. I'm out on the Specialized today, giving it a run out, and not been out on the bike for a bit, and we're going to head through this trail. I've not been down here before, so a bit of trial and error. See where this takes us to, and hopefully this trail should take us all the way in to Newtonley Willows and into the Sankey Canal. We've just been dodging the rain, so we're just leaving Carmel Dam and hitting this trail really. I wanted to do this for quite a while and wondered where it joins up. Now hopefully this should join up and take us into Newtonley Willows and onto the Sankey Canal. I've not done Carmel because I wanted to do that on a separate vlog really. You just look on the left of you now, you can see all the waterways that lead towards Carmel Dam. A little bridge here as well that we get a shot at. There you go, little wrought iron bridge there, taking you over, as you can see. Oh, is that alright? Oh, listen, you probably know this trail better than me. This will lead towards Newtonley Willows.
That's Black Rocks there. I think it's a long way to Newtonley Willows.
Is it?
Maybe that way.
Maybe that way. Okay.
I'm better off asking.
Alright, no worries. Okay, cheers. Let's see where this takes us. What we're hitting here is some of the canals as well, which I'll just get off and show you. Some of the old canalways, some of the old bridges. I'm going to follow my gut instinct, and I think this will take you over to, I would say that way to Newtonley Willows. But if in doubt, ask a dog walker, they always know. Hiya mate. Does that way take you to Newtonley Willows, mate?
That way.
That way to Newtonley Willows. Smashing, thank you. So we'll follow the trail down this way now, and I think that just takes you into the town centre. Like I say, I've just done this just to see where it leads to really, so but you can see some of the old canalways here. I've got to stop off it. Show you these, you see the old waterways, and this is where the canals run down and took it into Sankey. So yeah, we'll follow the trail down, and hopefully this will take us down into Newtonley Willows. Just watch these little fellas. Oh, hello. Hi, hello. And this is just following the old canalways down really. You can see where all the overgrowth is. That just takes you into town. This must swing round and I did look at the maps for this coming out quickly, and one did say it takes you straight through to the willows, so hopefully it does. But it's kind of going back on myself now, really, so.
So this fellow was like, well, you can stop seats if you want. But we went over the other side.
There we go. Keep it running, try and pick up a bit of pace. Like I said, I did look at some maps before it came out, and one did lead directly all the way through to me to the willows, so hopefully we're on the right track. Bit of a drop there. Like, so sometimes you're better asking people than Hey, love, sorry, trouble. Can you get to Newtley Willows this way?
Yeah, quite on.
Oh, I'm on the right track then. Cheers, thank you. I know you're not seeing much, but some of the old bridges there, you can just see going over the canal. Whew. There you go. And all this was canal ways that went through St Helens, and the canals came from the Nine Arches at Earlstown, so whoa, hey, over a little dike there. It's good to get out on the bike today for a change, and averaging about 22 miles an hour, which ain't bad considering I ain't been out probably for about 3 months on my bike. So. Well, a lot of these walkways they've done now and cycle paths are absolutely brilliant. But when you don't know an area, it's good just to get out on your bike, to be honest with you, because you can whiz along, and if you take a wrong turn and you've not walked miles, which is a killer sometimes. So not much to see at the moment. I'll hold my camera up and then you can see either side what we're whizzing past. Obviously lots of ways in. This guy's obviously coming back from there, so and there's a sign there we just missed. It said 9 miles to Ferry Lock, so again loads of great places for fishing as well. And this is just through a haydock, so you don't know what's on your doorstep really. And lots of fishing pegs here, people feeding the ducks as well. Again, lots of bridgeways in. And I'm winging this today because I've not done this route before, so it's nice to just go off on a prayer sometimes. Like I said, had a quick look at the map before it came out. Got a rough bearing coming out of Carmill Dam. And I'm going to do Carmill Dam as a full vlog as well. But I just want to get out on the bike today. which is good. But what a good cycle track. Got ballast down, but not like railway ballast where it just grips your wheels. If I was on railway ballast now, there's no way that you'd be cycling with one hand and your camera pod and your camera in the other. So and if you're wondering where this brings you out, you've got as much idea as me at the moment, because we're just following the path, and hopefully it takes us to where we want to be. And towards Nuclear Willows, go down the train line under the 9 arches, and if we've got enough time, I'll take you past the 9 arches, and there's a bridge called the 39 Steps, and I reckon it's one of the most haunted bridges in Warrington. Well, I know this will get a bit monotonous, because all you're seeing is trees and track, but I'll keep it running, and we should hopefully start getting more into the open as we get further out. There's some helens on the trail. But loads of little dams around here. I'm surprised how many little dams I'm finding. Berry trees. And all the left was the canal running through St Helens. Part of it, there's still another part that heads the other way. Woo. Getting a bit of ballast now. Whoa. Like saying railway lines, they're a killer. But just look at the, imagine it for the wildlife up here. We're in the middle of the sticks now, and all you can see is reed beds for all the water overgrown in the canals. But made up with a cycle path. What a good job whoever's done this. I'm glad I asked that guy, because I'd have probably gone straight on, to be honest with you, and it probably would have joined up at some spell, but we've got a little bit of drizzle coming down now, but as long as it stays like that, I ain't too bad. I'm just trying to find my bearings now, where we are out in the sticks compared to what's on that right hand side. Now I would say that's coming through out of town centre heading towards Common Road, but I might be wrong. We'll soon find out. Woo. But what a warm day again. It's got a drink today as I'm on the bike, but what a warm day. Oh, and here's one of the signs which I missed before because I went flying past, so I'll slow down and show you. There you go, 8 miles to Ferry Lock. Just showing you there. I'll go back and have a minute. That's down the trail, 8 miles to Ferry Lock. And again, can you just see how the canals amble the way in? And they're all used for fishing. For fishing now, obviously, and Newton Anglers Association, so we must be on the right path. A couple of swans having a nice relax there. I'll not bother them. But what a great cycle path, and Just look at this canal leading down all the way into St Helens. You know, you never know what's on your doorstep till you try and find these places and hit it. How good's that? And we're hitting a road now, eh? You know what? I ain't got a clue where I am, so let's have a look where this brings us out. Let's have a look where this brings us out now, because I'm intrigued. And absolutely brilliant. How quick was that? We're virtually at Newton-le-Willows now, and welcome to the historic town of Newton-le-Willows. Stevenson's unique Grade 1 listed 9 arches. And I know where I am now because this bend is an absolute killer for people flying down. And I think I'm stood here with a speed camera. But we'll get across there in a minute. And on we go. But how quick was that coming through there? And policeman speeding there. There we go. And there we go, this is where it takes us now. We're back on the trail. And that's what I always wondered, where that brought you out. So we know that comes from Carmel Dam now, and that's the way we've come all the way over the tops. And here we go on to the 9 arches, and you'll see a bit of history around here. A lot of the old little bridges from the canals, and you just see the tops there. And I'm going to slow down a bit here because I don't want to really miss anything really. And it's nice to hit it from this angle, from coming in from the Carmel Dam in St Helens. I had like a 20-minute cycle to get to the Carmel Dam. To hit it from the Carmel Dam, that's where I wanted to hit it from really, because I've seen it so many times as I've passed and I wondered where it led to, and this is it. But what a nice cycle ride this. Anybody who's got a bike in St Helens and you want just a pacey cycle ride, do this one. It's really good, really flat, not too many hills. And hopefully my camera should keep going today, because I've wiped all my music off from again. I'll just show you this because this is an historic piece as well. If you just look here and you see the wall there, you can still see some of the old locks. See how it runs, and it runs over the road there, and it runs all the way down and takes you to where we was passing the canals. This is where it all led into. So I'm really excited to do this because I've done the 9 arches. Just hang on while I flip my bike. Oi. Woo. And it carries on over the road there, if you see it. And that's where the canal's gone. You can just see in the corner there's where they used to tie all the boats up, and that would have led that way to the 9 arches. And I'm going to carry on this way, to be honest with you. And if you're wondering where we are now, that takes you up to Earl Street into Earlstown. But we'll carry on down here. I think I've done this one on my blog, on a live one, and there we go. That takes you up to the farm up there. We don't want to be heading that way, so we'll go across here now. Oh dear. And here we go, as you can see in the distance. Just flick it down again. You can just see in the distance now. We're coming up to one of the most famous bridges in the world, and how much this has grown in the summer compared to when I was here last. I'll just shoot my camera around and show you. All this has grown, and they're just cutting the grass down the middle now, and how good's that? It's left for wildlife. Just flick it down here, and there's the famous 9 arches just in the background that you can see it, just following the canals down there now on the right. Just flip the camera up there, you'll see it. I'll show you that as well. I'm going to get off here and have a drink.